Hello friends, this is Barb Ryder, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I am here to share this all of Flutter bundle, making this beautiful card with you today. I hope that you will make this on your own. If you're watching this, give me a thumbs up and let me know where you are watching this from. So we are going to use the following pieces. I have them out here for you to take a look. We have our gingham designer paper. We have 3 strips. It's actually one long 1 inch by 12, and I have cut it at 2.5 by 1, 4 1/8 by 1, and 4.5 by 1. So that's what we have here. And then I have a piece of black that is 1 1/8 by 2 5/8. We have 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. We have 2 pieces of white, and one is 3 by 4 1/4, and this one is 3.5 by 4.5, and that's for the inside. You also will need some blends. Now I did a combination of the light Canteloupe's crisp Canteloupe, say that the right way, and dark Barely Blush, and then I also have my black here, and I'll show you what I use the black for. We're also going to be using these beautiful in color 2026-28 in color dots, and our black is Momento, along with our crisp Canteloupe ribbon, and here is the bow that I've already pre-done. Okay, let's go ahead and show you what the card is going to look like. This is the card. Isn't that pretty? And then you'll have the inside white inside. Now, it has a little bit of a, doesn't that look a little, it looks a little, looks like lots of layers, but I strategically place things so that it looks like lots of layers. So let's go ahead. Let's see, maybe I can stick that right up there. All right, let's get started with our gingham. And I will be honest with you, I started this video and then I had to stop it, so I have adhesive already on the backs of the designer paper. Now, I am going to start with the lower piece. And you're going to go, I'm going to put a little more adhesive on here. Yeah, sometimes things don't go the way you want, and I had to start over. So, all right, let's see. I'm going to try to match this up. See how that kind of matches up there? So this is going to come right here all the way to the edge, and then we're going to layer that down so that we have a border on this side. Okay? Then we're going to take this piece and then we are going to layer that, butting that right up to the edge there. It's not going to match exactly, but that's okay. It'll be fine. Let's see if I can turn it this way if it makes a difference. Not really. So, okay, so I'm going to butt that right up to the edge here, and then that's going to go down. Now, if it overlaps a little bit, you're just going to trim that edge off. See that? I'll trim that off in a second. Grab my scissors here. Now, I hope that you have taken a look at the All of Flutter bundle. I will have description, what you have, the numbers and things that you can purchase this. You can get anything right here at my store. You can go to my website and order any of these products. I'm currently running a, if you missed the video that I did on July 19th, 2026 on my, it's on my YouTube channel. You can see the 4 beautiful cards that I created. I'll show you those at the end here. But for now, let's see, this is going to go onto this black piece. So we'll just lay this down for the moment, and it does, I'm going to come right over to the edge. Again, we're doing all to the edges on, a little different than normal. Normally we put a border all around, and see that one might be a little bit too wide. I might have to trim that down just a sliver. All right, let's stamp our butterflies. Put this over here for a second. Let's get these butterflies. All right, here we go. So I am using Momento Black, and I am using the most outlined butterflies in the stamp set. There's 3 different butterflies that will punch out, and this one is the more detailed. Let me grab the stamp set, and you can see this one is the detailed, filled in, and then solid. I guess that's the best way to describe them. So let me just make sure that my centers are nice and black and inked up. There we feel like I just keep missing that one little, there we go. I think it's just fine. All right, let's stamp this down, and I'm going to turn this a little bit like that, right there. Okay, beautiful. Clean this up. I like to clean my stamps as I go. Are you a clean your stamp as you go kind of person? I just feel like if I don't, then I get myself in trouble. And then next we are going to stamp our sentiment. And I use Thinking of You Today. This is a part of in the stamp set. And that's going to get stamped, oh, let's see here. Kind of in the middle there. I might have went up a little high on my butterflies, but I think it'll be all right. There we go. All right. So my stamping is done on the outside for this layer. Now, before I move on, we're going to go ahead and grab my scrap paper here. And remember I said we were going to be using the black. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can take your lid, and you can see my lid is black on the inside. I have several of the black blends, and so what I did here is I just took the tip of this one, and this one is designated for this purpose. So all I do is I kind of flick down, giving this some really cool effect with the speckles. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to try to bring it up to the camera. Hopefully, yeah, you can see the speckles there. All right. So then let's just, and then you can color your butterflies however you'd like. I just kind of randomly went in with the bullet tip side, and just, you know, and because butterflies are matching on either side, I just went in and just did some coloring here really quick, just like that. Let's see, this one I did the center, and you can color it however you'd like. I'm going to do this little dot right there. I'm going to go on the outside again on this little guy, just like that. Same thing here. We'll go in the center on that one, outside layer in the middle, here, and here, and dark, and dark. So let's see, I did do that little guy and that one. Some of them I left white, and then some of them I colored in with the Barely blush. So Barely blush there, Barely blush here. It's just a little lighter, not a ton, but just a little bit. There we go. And let's see, I did color that one. Coloring, watching someone color is not a very fun part of the job here, but that's what we're doing. I didn't want to leave that part out as we are creating the video here. All right, now here we've got the larger section, and the rest of it's white. So we've got a mixture here. You can color your butterfly in completely. You could leave it, you know, with some white in there, but that's my coloring. Okay, that part's done. Now we're going to take this, And this is actually going to fit right here. See how it creates a false layering look, which that's pretty cool, I think. All right, and this, again, this is going to come right to the edge, all the way to the top, and all the way to the left. So top corner, match it up. Excuse me. Now you'll see this border is a little bit wider, but that's okay. It looks good. This is on the black, and so see how that's a little bit too long? It's okay. I'd rather it be long than too short. And it just depends. Now, if I would have put this on first, then I would have come down farther with my butterflies. And that I may have done that when I created this one, but I don't know. I created this a little while ago, a few days ago. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and about right there, I don't need adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and put my adhesive down. And I don't need it all the way up. I just want this, I want this to, will come right here, all the way to the edge, and glue that down. And then we're going to turn this over and cut this off just like we did that little extra at the top, the beginning of the video. There we go. Look at that. So pretty. Isn't that a great false layering look? I don't know what else to call it. And then this is for the inside. So let's get that down right here. Now you could really step this up more with punching, doing some more butterflies, punching them out, putting them on the inside, that kind of thing. This is where we are. We're going to take this piece of crisp cantaloupe bow that I've already beautifully tied. It looks so pretty. And I'm going to grab my mini glue dots and do a couple glue dots on this ribbon because it is a little bit thicker ribbon. And this bow is actually going to go right over here. I'll turn it this way and bring this down a little bit. And it's going to kind of cover up that seam over here. See that? So let's bring that right up there to cover up that seam. And you never know that it was two separate pieces, right? Just like so. Beautiful. And last but not least, we're going to grab my take your pick tool here somewhere, right here. And let's grab some of those gorgeous matching dots. These are the crisp cantaloupe. So we're going to grab one here. We're going to come right up there, grab a small one. I think we will come right over here with that one. And then, and you could mix and match if you wanted. I'm sticking with the crisp cantaloupe. And I'm going to grab this other big one and let's just go right there. Just like that. And that is our card. So what I did is I've got this one I created with the opposite side of the gingham, and this one is with the larger gingham. Which one do you like better? Larger gingham, smaller gingham? I would be very happy to know if you would give me a comment and let me know. You know, another fun thing that we could do, since it's right here in front of me, is of course, let's put some Winkostella on here. And all I'm going to do, just go right over my butterflies so that we have a little more sparkle, right? So this is just a glittery pen that doesn't affect the ink blends. And it is just going to glitter up my butterflies. And let's see if you can see any sparkle here. Can you see the glitter in the... I don't know. There it is. There is the sparkle. Beautiful. All right. Large gingham, small gingham. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And I thank you so much for just stopping by to see what I have for you today. appreciate your comments, and follow me on Facebook, Stamp with Barb Ryder, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.